So this is Kevin. Kev's been training with me for 4 years, maybe.
Yeah,
something like that.
Around there.
When we're doing well, 4 mornings a week. We've had a little breaks, but like we've been seeing each other pretty consistently. And he just mentioned that he wanted to make an Herbalife shake for me. So I got some questions. The first thing that I mentioned the word Herbalife. How long have you been like keeping the secret from me?
Not really a secret, but how long? I've been an Herbalife distributor for a little bit over a year. Haven't used the products consistently myself, which is why I haven't been telling much people about them.
And so tell me about what do you think? What products you use and what do you think of them?
I use the Formula 1 shake.
Yeah.
The Formula 1 shake, the protein drink mix. They have this herbal tea concentrate, which I love. Actually helps me not to use coffee. I haven't had coffee in about a week. So I really like the shakes taste great. I like the tea as well. I used to use the mango concentrate, which is to help with digestive health. Haven't used that one in a while. And there's one other. I also use the multivitamin.
And are you an Herbalife guy who you just joined to sort of get your stuff, or do you sell it?
Yeah, I signed up as a distributor really and truly just to get my product at a discounted price.
So no one else, you're not selling it to other people?
I haven't really been selling it to other people, no. Like, I've had people who've asked me about it, and I've told them if they wanted to buy, I've sold, but How
come though? It's a way for people to make, to make extra money. I mean, not necessarily get rich with it, but people can have a little business on the side, and
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, and you'd think that in my profession, I definitely would push it more. For me, I really wanted to see my results on it first and let that be the testament. Before having this product I wasn't using consistently, going to someone and telling them that they should use it, it wasn't really something that I felt comfortable with.
And what do you think? So what do you think of the product?
I like them.
And why are you not, like, they sell tons of stuff at GNC, and you go to 7-Eleven to get the muscle milk or whatever. Why are you getting this stuff? Why'd you go out to be a member to get this?
To be a member
when there's a lot of other protein powders out there.
So actually, a friend of mine, Dan, who I'd known for years, and I remember when Dan, this is back when I used to be in the nightlife promoting, and Dan was about 300 pounds plus.
Yeah.
And so Dan was actually the one who introduced me to Herbalife. And so I remember, like, I was talking to him and I was asking what he was doing. Dan had easily dropped now, I think it's over 100 pounds. At the time we spoke, it was about 75, but dropped 75 pounds, changed his lifestyle, and consistently kept it off. And I feel like that's what a lot of people struggle with doing. A lot of people drop the weight doing some sort of fad diet or something like that, but eventually they put it back on. This is one of the things he was able to keep all that weight off with. I think now he's over 100 pounds, still kept it off. So yeah, it's one of those things where I saw a lot of really good testimonials. So it wasn't me going.
You know other people who
I do know other people, yeah.
Anybody who's selling, who's
yeah.
And how are they doing with it? Making a little money, or
I know. I mean, I don't know what they're making, but I know quite a few people who've actually quit their day jobs, and they do Herbalife, and that's all that they do.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess they're making
any
decent
complaints
coin.
with the company, and you're dealing with them? Anything you wish would be different, or anything unfair, or anything
I wouldn't say I have any complaints. I mean, I don't have enough of an interaction with the company to really have complaints.
You're buying stuff, you're returning stuff, you're whatever.
Everything in terms of that, to me, is great. Yeah. The daily workings of the company, the customer service to me, is perfect. Yeah, no real complaints.
And so they're a company that's always improving, like a lot of companies. From the people anybody complain about Herbalife or stop using it or stop selling or saying
I've known people that have stopped selling. I think with a lot of things like this, like a lot of people see the success that one person has selling the product.
Yeah.
And they automatically think that when they sign up, that's a success that they're going to have, and they're not willing to put the work in. So I think in a lot of sense, a lot of people have this false sense of what they're going to make selling the product.
Right.
And when that doesn't work out, a lot of people do stop selling. I mean, it's also one of those things where to make what a lot of people make, you're going to have to treat it like a full-time job. it's not something where you can build your network onto you and then you stop working and think that they're going to make you the money, because
you have no gripes, no complaints about, or nothing real, like you think like, you know, I like them, but some bad thing or something. It's like you go, you know.
Yeah, but that's partly because I'm not treating it like my paycheck. I feel like if I was, it might be a little bit different, because to my knowledge, they do have a breakaway clause, much like other companies that with a similar type of structure.
Yeah.
And which is simply, if let's say at one point in time I'm making $1 million through Herbalife.
Yeah.
And I decide to stop.
Yeah.
That $1 million goes away. Even if the people under me continue making these banging sales, if I stop selling, once the people under me reach my level, I stop making the profits I would make from their sales if I'm no longer making my sales. So it's one of those things where it's not something that you're going to retire on. I mean, it's great.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
You're
It is what it is.
You're
And once you know, I like it.
Last question. Why are you pronouncing the H?
What's that?
You're saying Herbalife.
I'm a Caribbean boy.
All right. Thanks, Kev. I think this is going to entitle you to like a T-shirt or something.
I hope so.
All right. See ya.